But that's what I'm saying.
Now, if I
He might have an amazing personality, but it's harder for him to get the chance because we don't know that yet.
See, it depends.
He has to become a friend first.
But no,
and we
you ain't gotta
learn the
be a friend
personality.
first. It just, you gotta come in with the charisma. I'm sorry, you can't come in
That's where
socially
it is.
awkward
'Cause you could
and
be
all
good
that other
looking.
stuff.
You could be
Ew.
good looking and have no charisma.
And I will hate you.
On the topic, before we get into the weekly read, I got a couple things. So, am I the only person on the planet that has never heard a Kendrick Lamar song in its entirety?
Interesting. Why is that?
I just never have, or at least not knowingly. But they were playing, like, I swear they played his whole album in the gym today, and I was just like, can I get some Stray Kids or something? Like,
first of all, you the only one in there listening to Stray.
I
don't know.
know.
K-pop's taking over, but who knows?
It is taking over, but
It was a
I
bad
was
for
also
Body Works.
sitting
It's
there
everywhere.
like, this ain't the kind of music that I just want to work out to. It ain't. I get why we listening to it, but so I also don't really know why him and Drake are beefing. Honestly, I don't particularly care, but
That's always a rapper beef.
exactly.
But
now
it's
I
what
will
is
say the
warranted and justified. Is warranted and justified.
I will say the limited knowledge that I do have of it, I know that Kendrick Lamar buried his ass.
Sure did.
I just don't know why he went so hard on that man, especially on the damn. And have you? No, you ain't on TikTok.
No.
Boy, they all doing the little Super Bowl shuffle, the updated one.
I just want to get them pants.
Boy, Kendrick Lamar done refreshed that damn Super Bowl shuffle and done changed it up. Everybody, it's everywhere now. Speaking of K-pop, all the K-pop idols are doing what I'm calling the Super Bowl shuffle. The 2025 Super Bowl shuffle.
Copyrighted.
Copyrighted. But I'm like,
Super Bowl shuffle.
I'm like, the way he came out there, it almost made me get up and almost do it. I was just like, first I kept seeing it come on my
You couldn't
FYP.
avoid it. Oh, you could.
And then finally I saw where it originated from, and I was just like, oh, he did that on the Super Bowl. That's why there are people doing this now.
It was such a good performance. I don't understand the people that hated it. Like, even if you don't listen to his music, it was just overall just a good performance.
I haven't crossed anybody that hated it. But I was just
it's a good performance.
Kendrick Lamar done revamped, added a new twist to this damn Super Bowl shuffle. And everybody is doing it now.
It was just a good performance.
I haven't seen it.
I
like
loved
literally
it.
all I saw was his little two-step that he did.
It was just so many levels of
I think
petty.
Serena Williams was doing it.
Oh, that's what made me even petty, because her and Drake used to date. It was just so many levels of petty. But the walk was also for her because she got criticized for doing it when she won. It was so many layers, so many layers, so many layers.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, like it was so many layers of petty that he thought about. I said, he is an artiste. Okay, he's an artiste.
Well, I just was like, I have to see. Does it? Am I the only one that
Well, you can't be. Not everybody listens to everything. You can't be.
I feel like I am.
I'm sure he gained some fans after that.
I'm sure he did. But anyway, that was my little unscheduled interruption. Now here's for my scheduled one. Because so a couple weeks ago we posted a short on YouTube as well as our socials as well. And it was talking about men and how women feel about dating with men that aren't the best looking. So I kind of felt we should elaborate on some things, because guys were saying like, oh, that's not true, and
being haters in the comments.
BS. Even though we clearly said that sometimes looks does matter. If we want to have a little fling, a little one night stand, sure, we would want somebody that is good looking. However, it brought up some questions that I'm sure they probably have, that I want to answer.
Okay.
So,
what is that?
Now, us saying that looks don't matter and guys saying that's not true. One tells me that, unfortunately for you, you were a guy who didn't get to keep the girl.
I think we should just
Now,
rephrase it. I don't think we should say looks don't. I would say looks aren't a deal breaker. Let's rephrase it to that.
looks are not a deal breaker.
They're
But then I
not.
said, now are we saying that it isn't harder for average looking guys? I think it is harder for them because good looking guys can get their foot in the door because they look good. Average looking guys, you have to get to know them to know that their personality is worth something to invest in. So I'm like,
Oh, but there's more average looking guys than attractive ones.
there are.
We're outnumbered. There
Okay.
is like one hot guy for like 100 normal men.
So then why do
There's
you
one hot one.
so then why do you think men struggle to believe it when women say looks are not that important or they're not a deal breaker?
You know my take. Okay. And my take is, you might not have the best looks, but your personality might not be what you think it is either. And that might be part of the struggle. Hate to say it. I hate to be that person.
You
But
know?
sometimes you might not be as great as you think you are. And that really is your problem. And your personality might be what's holding you back, and your looks have nothing to do with it. And for a lot of people, I think that's the problem. And they think it's the looks. I'm like, no toupee or fake teeth will save you. Because the problem is you and who you are as a person.
Okay.
So I
So then you're
think,
saying they need to look inward to say,
yes,
okay, I'm not terrible looking, I'm average looking guy. And honestly, if a guy is willing to acknowledge the fact that he is average looking, that tells me you should also be able to acknowledge the fact that, hey, maybe my personality could use a little work.
because honestly, my first thought is always to look inward. Like if something isn't going the way I want it to go, my first thought is to always look inward.
I
Like,
think,
okay, like what am I doing that is not helping this situation?
but literally in the last episode, we talked about how that is a struggle for most people to do.
It is. I'm
Most
like,
people are more willing to
blame.
blame the next person, i.e., women just go based off looks instead of saying, you know what, maybe she don't like me because I cheated on her.
Well, not only that, maybe I went on a date and was rude to the waitress, and I can't
Because
figure
I
out
know
why she
that would
don't want no
be
second date with me. Because I
that
don't
would
play
be a
that. I
quick
will
one for
leave.
me.
I will
I will get my
leave.
ass. I'm like, sorry, server,
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna pay for my meal.
And I
Can
will
you
leave.
wrap it up? And I'm just gonna go ahead and take
And
this
I'm
to
so
go.
raggedy. Give me my to go box because I'm
Mm.
still hungry.
Yeah, and I will come home, turn on a K drama, sit on
And
my
eat it.
couch, and enjoy that damn meal. Honestly, if I was real petty, I'd just get up and go to another table and say, "Hey, can you come serve me?" And I sit there and watch that motherfucker sit at that table by himself.
Nah, I just go home.
Nah,
Not just looking at
because
him, look at you, look at him, look at you.
I think that would be hilarious. And he's sitting there like, did she just? I showing the fuck did, and I took your server.
I'm not that mean. I'll go home. I'm not gonna be like, yeah.
I would, because what you being rude to the server for?
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, look inside yourself. Or it's like, dude, are your socks dirty?
Your
Like,
socks dirty.
I'm just his mom talking to a dude not go to his house and he pull off his shoes and them socks are
Like
dirty
he just been walking around outside.
at our big old age. I'll be like, if your socks dirty, your privates are too. I'm out of here.
Oh my
I
god.
don't got time to be itching and thinking I got something going on, but really you just are dirty. So life has happened to me.
I can tell.
Life has
I can
happened.
tell. You got
That's
some
why
stories.
I settled down
Life for
and
you ain't been no crystal stair. I hope people get that
life
reference.
has been lessons upon like I am so sick of being one of the soldiers. Can I please?
Girl, boo, you ain't the soldier no more.
Girl, what do
Not when
you
it
mean?
comes to love life.
Well, no, not that, but what about
Right.
everything
But
else? Everything else.
we're all soldiers in some form or
Soldier of
fashion.
love. Anywho.
Well, on that note, next topic, into the weekly Reddit,
Weekly Reddit,
which
weekly
I
Reddit.
think is very interesting.
I'm proud of myself because I don't never look at them. So proud of me.
Good, because you shouldn't.
I'm a soldier of love. I'm sorry, this song is stuck in my head now.
Yeah. So this one is titled, Your Friend is Not Your Therapist.
Let's ooh.
It says, speaking from experience, as someone who has lost two friend groups due to being way too open with them with my struggles.
Mm,
If you're constantly talking about how upset you are or constantly discussing your issues, it really brings down the vibe and you're going to be seen as an emotional black hole.
mm,
Friends are people who you trust, but they can't withstand the burden that comes from constantly comforting you.
mm,
There's nothing wrong with being open with your friends from time to time. It's when it's on a regular basis where they're constantly walking on eggshells around you that becomes the problem. Don't get me wrong. Your feelings are always valid, and please don't try to bottle up your feelings and pretend it's okay, especially if they're toxic feelings.
mm,
The best course of action is to speak to people who are qualified to talk about your problems, and from there, you can find solutions. Do not repeat the same mistakes that I did.
okay. Actually sound like some solid stuff. Normally it's foolishness. That actually sounds pretty solid. Pretty solid.
It is solid, but I still had thoughts on it because I both agree and disagree. Now, do you need to be laying like your deepest traumas on your friends?
But you should
No.
be able to talk to your friends
But you should
about
be able to talk to your friends. Now,
things that are
maybe
negative,
you
not just
just
positive
maybe you
things.
just going through a season where just things is just happening to you. So yeah,
You
you
want to
leaning
talk
on your
about it.
friends.
Sometimes you just want to vent. Sometimes that makes you feel better. You're not even looking for somebody to say,
Exactly. You're
help
not looking
you.
for a therapist because sometimes that's the friend assuming that you're looking for a therapist.
You just want to
You
vent.
just want to vent. All you That's why sometimes, now granted I haven't had to do this with you before because honestly you haven't brought stuff like that to me, at least not yet. But I'll ask my friends, is this something that you want my input on or are you just looking for me to listen?
See, I journal stuff like that. I don't actually go to other people and be like, oh, my life is collapsing. Because, for one, it's like, people got other stuff going on. And in
Yeah, right.
comparison,
They have
like
their own stuff going
overall,
on.
my life ain't even bad. So then complaining to somebody who got way more going on than me about shit is almost a little selfish. So
But at the same time, you should be allowed to go to your
that person is
friends
Monet though.
and
I tell that girl everything.
well, again, I think you should. That's your sister, and y'all are incredibly close.
Yeah, but I don't
So
tell
I would be
everybody else.
surprised if you didn't go to her and tell her
I call her if
everything.
I stub my damn toe. Be like,
Right.
girl, can you believe I just stubbed my
My
toe?
overgrown ass. But
But
at the same time, and no, you don't come to me and I don't believe you go to any of your friends and
mm-mm,
unload like
I
that on
sure
them.
don't.
But I think you also know that you could,
I could, but then it's
but
like, I don't feel the
do
need
you
to. The thing
need
is,
to?
I don't feel the need to.
Exactly. That's the
Once I
thing.
tell one person, I don't have nothing else to say. I
I
done
don't
already
think
said
any
it.
of us really unload on each other like that. Now, yeah, you know some stuff that just pissed me off, but I don't go to you and just be like, "Oh my God, about to have a mental breakdown," and like I don't go to
But I
you for
think
that
that's
stuff.
us as people, though. I think maybe if we were different, that's us as people. I'm like,
But at the same time, no, I don't go to you with that stuff. But I know I could if I
yeah, I could if
needed
I really
to.
was having. I'm like, look, I'm calling Jocelyn's ass because today has been rough.
Yeah, so I agree with what she's saying. No, your friends are not your therapist. They did not go through that training to even be able to
But I
begin.
get what she's coming. I think she's talking about like all the time. I don't think
Exactly.
she's talking about just
And
a
now that
healthy
brings me to my
unloading.
next thing
Yeah.
because and just like with the whole invite thing, I'm going to piss some people off. Just so brace yourself, people.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, buttercup. But I have been in situations where a certain friend, oddly enough, the same friend with the invite, would tell me constantly about all of the shit that was going on. And I'd just be like, oh my God, like, like I love you to death, but I can't handle this because I'm trying to get my life together,
But it's
and
like
yours is just like I
but
can't
it's
handle
like
it.
there's nothing wrong with occasionally venting, but then also have positive conversations also. But if every time I talk to you is
It's
you,
something
yeah, I got my car was flat and then some homeless man stabbed me. Like I don't
like the thing that
no.
that you would get me with, not even just her, because a lot of my friends have done this with me for some reason, but they always would talk to me about really just deep stuff, like personal stuff within their relationships
You
and
like, oh,
things like that. And I'm okay with hearing about that stuff, especially if you don't
mm,
want my opinion. But I'm also the type of person that's like, if your life or your situation is just always shit,
look inward.
and you're not trying to do anything to get yourself out of it, please stop talking to me about it.
Just
Cause
because if you vent to me all the time and I try to give you suggestions or solutions to your problem and you don't want to hear the solutions, baby, I don't want to hear the problems if you don't want to hear the solutions.
it's
I
not even
don't
really that. It's the fact that
mm-mm.
it's, for me, it's a repeating thing. I'm constantly hearing the same damn stories over and over
Yeah,
and
the same
over
story.
and
It better
over
be
again.
different
And it's just
struggles.
like, I can't listen to this anymore. Either get out of that situation, because a lot of the times it's about relationships. If this person is making you this miserable, leave them.
You know the response. Like, I don't want to leave, but I love him. Girl, that relationship don't love you. Let it
Exactly. It
go.
don't love you. And I am tired of hearing about it. Every single time we get together, I'm hearing about how y'all are into it and y'all ain't gonna be together. Y'all broke up, y'all together. I'm done.
But this is also why I also feel with relationships you should keep a lot of that to yourself because again, your family and friends don't forget all the things negative you say about your partner. Even though you have forgiven them, your family and friends don't like them. And a lot of times you forgive them overnight and you could just kept that to yourself till tomorrow and they wouldn't have heard anything because you still with them. Like you tarnishing his reputation also. But it's like let it
Well,
go.
that's also, I think you have friends that, for lack of better words, that can be sometimes weak minded and let that stuff impact how they view other people. The people that they significant others, I had no issue with them. It's not my relationship. If they willing to stick around and deal with that shit, then that's on
'Cause
them.
I know for some people
I
they hear
thought,
over and over. They like,
yeah,
girl, we
now
hate
they
him
don't
now.
like
Now
him.
we hate
And I'm
him
like,
now.
no, I heard it over and over again. And I still went out with both of them and got drunk
To me,
and
it
had a good
just
damn time.
I'm like, I just
It's
why
not, I'm not gonna start disliking somebody because of somebody else's
and they'll
experiences
tell me
with
that
them.
it's like if you're not gonna break up with him, quit telling everybody all the
Quit tell
stuff he doing. Just keep it. Write a journal, girl. Keep it to yourself. Quit telling everybody if you know you ain't even gonna leave that man. Just stop telling everybody he cheated on me. Girl, this is the 12th time. Cheat back or leave. I don't know what else to say. God.
not revenge cheating.
If you ain't gonna leave, do something. Like fight for your life, baby girl. Do something. Either cheat back or leave. Get your lick back and go, ha! Or just get out. Or do both. Decide what you go do. But quit calling me about this same man. He didn't do this, girl. He never pay your light bill. Why you mad he didn't pay it this time? And why you telling me? Do you want me to help you with the light bill? Why you calling me? Like I don't.
Okay,
What are
let's use the
we?
light bill thing. Let's say you have a friend. Let's say it's me. I come to you one next month and say, "Damn, I was they shut my lights off because I forgot to pay it," even though they tell you several
Time,
times,
but you know how people
whatever.
do, like the repos.
Mm,
Your car accidentally got repoed.
right. Uh,
Anywho,
so I come to you next
uh,
month, Jay. Lights got cut off for whatever reason. It ain't paid. Then next month after that, damn, the lights got cut off again.
you
And I'm
know,
talking to you about it. Then next month, damn, fucking lights are
you know
still
what
up.
my response will be, girl. Do you need a reminder call?
What is going on?
Do you need to set something up in your phone? Do you need automatic payments at this point, ma'am?
But I'm just like, so that's my thing. How long are you gonna listen to me coming to you saying that shit?
You know the answer is twice, and then after that, I'll be like, now look.
Get
Now
it the
look,
fuck,
I'm over this
tighten it up.
conversation.
And
Are
that
you
was,
hurting for money? Is that why you keep telling me? Do you need me to help you? I can help you. What are we doing here? What are
and
we?
eventually at some point, I just was like, so what's your plan for this relationship? Like, do y'all actually want to be together? Like, what's going on?
You know what? I had a friend who recently was doing this. And you know what my response was?
Well,
If you are not going to leave him, please quit telling me all this stuff. I flat out said, if
I
I
had,
said for the sake, and then not even just me, I said for the sake of y'all relationship, I think you shouldn't tell anyone these things if you're not going to leave him. Yeah, I told us I'm not. It sounds crazy, I said, but it's not fair to him because if you're having these conversations with us, are you having these conversations with him also, or are you just only having these conversations with us and he has no clue how you really feel? Like, are you having these conversations with him, or are you just calling me and complaining about things he's not doing that he probably is not even aware that he's not doing? I said, but please stop telling me. Please stop telling
and I think that's fair.
me. Like,
I literally
please
had
stop
a
telling me.
similar conversation with her. It was like, if you are happy with whatever's going on, I'm happy for you. But I can't hear about it anymore. I can't.
Cause you ain't gonna do nothing about it but call me and get on my, and now I'm mad about, I'm more mad than you and it's your damn
I told
situation.
you
I'm
about the
sick
time
of this.
I told you about a time where I got more mad than she did, and I had to be like, you know what?
Let me step away.
It ain't my relationship. It ain't my relationship. Had to step away. But this person in this Reddit,
Mm,
she sounded like she our type of friend.
I know. I said, she seem all right.
She was just honest. She like, look, I made this mistake, learned from my mistake. And honestly, I've always been too private to be telling my friends all my business like that. So I can't even say that I've been in this. I can't think of a time where I've just unloaded all of my grievances on my friends like that, like they were gonna be my therapist.
I did when I was like in high school, not as an adult
I
though.
don't even think I did it in high school.
I had a
Now,
lot
do my
going on.
friends know some things that's happened to me? Like they know about me having to jump out of a window to avoid a fire? Yes. But I never came to them like, oh my God, my life is so terrible and this and this. It's just like anytime I've talked about that to people, one, it's been because something has come up where we're talking about times we almost died or something like that. And I'll say, oh, well, yeah, this happened to me in my life.
Yeah.
It was an event.
Sucked.
It sucked for a few years, but
Here I am,
yeah,
vibing, living, everything all
I
right.
survived. So
Mm.
I've never done that with anybody that I could think of except
That's
for
why I
my
say, we might
therapist.
not be good people for this because that's not the type of people we are. I wouldn't just, especially the thing is, I don't think if people don't want to hear your grievances, they don't want to hear your petty grievances. That's
Okay.
what it really is. Like, of course, you're going through something heavy. People want to talk about it, but your petty everyday stuff, like, girl, this the same thing every week. This ain't even an important grievance. I'm sick of hearing about it.
Like the friend that always is sleeping around with people, but then want to come to you crying because the person that they slept with today don't want them. And it's like, well, yeah, you met him yesterday. What did you think y'all was gonna get married?
He don't even know you. What you sad for? That's a stranger, boo. Like, what are you mad for?
Like clearly,
Go back to the life you lived before you knew him 3 days ago. Just,
it's literally that simple. I've had that friend before
but
too,
the thing is with those people, they really are looking for love. They just going about it the wrong
the
way.
wrong way.
But that's really what their ultimate goal is. So they do get sad.
Yeah, but they're channeling that into the wrong thing. They're swearing that they're sad and sitting there crying because of this man. And it's like, no, you're sitting
No,
there crying because you gave yourself to him too early and you got your feelings hurt because he probably told you whatever he wanted you to hear.
and it was like, oh, thank you,
hmm
goodbye.
But again, you got to be selective about the people that you're giving yourself to. That goes for men and women because men get hurt too.
They just act like, but boy, they be hurt.
Oh, man,
We all have male
man.
friends. Oh, they be hurt.
Woo.
You
When
think
men get
they
hurt,
be
they are hurt.
hurt?
Like,
No band-aid will fix it. Hurt. Hurt, hurt.
man,
Ooh, they be hurt.
they like almost make you want to cry for them.
No, you like, She ain't had to do you like that. We laugh, but I've been there like, she ain't even had to do you like, you better than that.
God.
We hate her.
I'm gonna go get you drunk.
Yeah, we hate her. She's a terrible person.
Now,
Girl,
yeah,
you be invested.
yeah, sure do. And I've had my heart broken before,
Boy, haven't we all?
but compare my heartbreak compared to what I've seen men go through with
Ain't
heartbreak,
nothing.
I'll be like, I never want to experience that level of heartbreak. Cause when
I
a
don't
man, I
know.
don't know. I mean, when women give themselves to a man, they truly give themselves to women too, or to men too, or to their significant other. But when men do, they like, I gave up everything.
I'm
It's
like,
just
oh, I
like,
wouldn't have did all that
no,
now.
I would have kept something.
But I think that's us as people. I'd have been like, oh, I don't think I would have did all
You
that.
always
I would have
gotta
did a little something, but I
a little
wouldn't.
something, you
I
know.
wouldn't
Just
have
like,
did
man, I
that.
wouldn't have gave everything.
I wouldn't have did
Gotta
that.
keep a love for yourself.
Maybe we selfish. I think that's why heartbreaks don't hit us that hard because we're like, well, I was always protected. Tired. Oh, that's so evil.
Is it though, or is it protection?
It depends because sometimes it's just evil.
Not eval. All right, stray
Look,
kids,
extra.
Felix. But yeah, I think this whoever this was that wrote this Reddit,
She seemed
I think she was
reasonable.
pretty solid. Maybe
She
she
seemed
is a
reasonable.
therapist. Abby,
No.
was this you? Because if I found out that Abby was posting this, like, look, you can't use your friends as your therapist, I'd be like, look at you, Abby, putting that therapist license to
I'm like, well, she
use.
is a therapist. She's
She
like,
is a
I'm sick of
therapist.
y'all trying to get free stuff out of me. Get your own master's degree.
But she's actually doing really well now. She just finished taking her test to so that she can open up her own private
Ooh,
practice.
I'm excited.
Yeah, she'll be here at the end of the month, so you
Abby.
get to see her. But yeah, I got no complaints on this woman. But anyway,
Normally we drag these people. Ain't we terrible?
I got a question for you as somebody that has a man.
Yes, yes.
I mean, I guess I could answer it too, but
Sure can, but what is it? Look at me, but what
and I
is it?
don't even remember where I saw this question on. Maybe it was on Reddit. I don't know because I'm always on Reddit now. But it was a question. What would you want your man to do if he wasn't satisfied?
Tell me. Like,
Well,
just say
yeah,
it. Say it with
but
your chest.
yeah, so for me, I don't know why I went this route, but for me it depends on what he's not satisfied with.
Nope, I don't care what it is. I don't care if you
I
say,
mean, either way, I want him to
I
tell
want you
me.
to tell me. Depending on what it is, I want you to be more delicate though. Depending on
Exactly.
what
That's
it
why I'm like,
is.
it depends.
On
Like,
what it is. Like, don't come at me sideways of something I can't control. Now you can
right.
come at me sideways and say, I hate your hair. Okay. We can fix that.
No, you ain't about to come to me talking about
But
I
don't
hate
say
your
that you
hair
hate my lazy eye. Like there's nothing
that you
I
don't
can do
have.
about the lazy. That's an example.
I
Like
know.
there's nothing you can do about. Well, it is, but ain't nobody doing all that. Don't
Okay.
ask. Don't come to me about unfixable stuff. Don't. If you hate me, just say so. You know that's my phrase. If you hate me, just say it
See, I agree.
to a
I would
certain
want
extent.
them to tell me. And just like anything else, it's all in your delivery.
Boy,
Now,
it
using
is.
your hair situation, if I had a dude and he was to come to me and actually say the words, I hate your hair, I'd be like, I don't give a
Well, those are
fuck.
terrible words. But you know
You
what?
could have chose better words.
Oh, but Jocelyn, you know I've been through this, even with the very man I married.
Oh God.
So when, because when we first got together, I had hair.
I remember that.
I
Yep.
had hair. And then he came home from work one day and there was no hair. There was no hair.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. And he admitted to me one day, he's like, I think I liked you better with the hair. Right.
Not I liked you better.
He said he liked the way I look better with
But
the
you know
hair.
what? This brings up a good. Why do both men and women put so much importance on their hair, on women's hair?
I think it's a trained thing more than an actual
Have you
preference.
ever seen a woman break down in tears when she gets her haircut, even if she chose to get her hair cut. She wanted it cut. But as soon as they cut that long ass ponytail off, waterworks. Why?
I
You
don't
chose to
know,
do
cause you
this.
know my thing is I looked at it like, it was the girl that cut my hair that cried, it wasn't me.
I've had my hair cut several times. I used to keep it in a really short bob.
I miss those
Um,
asymmetrical bobs.
when it
God,
was
those
it
were
used to be on a
everything.
slant.
Oh, they were
But I
everything.
couldn't give two now, do I want to be bald? No, I just don't have the head for that. I mean, no. I have a little thing that goes right here in my head that does that. It would not look good. But being short, cutting, like even if I plan to start cutting my hair at some point. But I'm like, it's just not that. I get why like
A lot
cancer
of
patients
people do it.
would cry. I get why they would. But everybody else that's like you
It's
know you
just
can
a
grow it
beauty
back.
standard. They associate that as part of their beauty, not me. I said, I'm sick of this shit.
Your beauty is
It can,
whatever you want it to
it
be.
can go. Be Victor said he preferred me with. Of course, now he like, I like the short hair better. I said, no, you just got used to it because
Hmm.
I ain't never. I've been bald like this for 11 years. I'm not going back. I'm not having hair again. I won't even put on a wig. I tried it and I was just disgusted.
Not disgusted.
Girl, my neck was hot. It was so many. I just got used to the freedom. I said, I don't want to do my hair every day. Sometimes I don't even comb my hair. I just go and no one knows. Like I just I just go and no one even
Well,
knows.
like I said before we got on this rant, yes, I would want him to tell me. If I'm gonna be in a relationship with somebody, you should always be telling them stuff. Just like with your friends, you should be telling them when you got issues with them. And it appears that a greater majority of people don't do that.
They just secretly hate
They
people,
just secretly start
but
hating
yet
them.
see them every week. I don't understand.
I couldn't see you every week while
If I
harboring.
hated you, I'm too selfish for
And for
that.
one, my face wouldn't hide it.
I'm too selfish. I'm like, I actually hate you. Anyway,
Like,
I ain't gonna see you again.
like let's just call it quits. As I said last episode, series finale of A Girl's Perspective. We're done.
Well, nice knowing you.
And then people be like, "Why y'all in?" Because I don't like Jade no more.
I hate her. Like, what? When y'all friends? Not no more.
Wasn't. That's past tense. You know that, right?
Maybe we all crazy. Are we the problem?
Maybe we are, but that's cool.
Hmm.
I'm okay with being a problem sometimes.
I don't feel like I'm the problem though. But do
See,
I really care
and
if
I
I'm
guess
the problem?
exactly. And I said I don't care enough to figure out if I'm the problem. Maybe I am. I just don't care. But anyway, speaking of talking to your friends,
Yes, yes, yes.
um,
Yes, yes.
have you ever had a friend that spent less time with you when they started dating new people?
Well, that's most people. They get caught up in the lure of the new person and they just want to. I don't even take it personal. I go, "Whoop, she got a new boyfriend. I'll be seeing her in 3 to 5 business months."
Business months.
Holidays included. That's what I said. Business months. I'll
See,
see you
and
when I
I agree
see
with
you.
you. And I don't necessarily now, yes, you do get wrapped up in the
The
new
new
person
factor,
thing.
you know.
But at the same time, I think there's also, I think it's more so the fact that you are getting to know this person, you're finding out how to fit them into your life. I think that's what's happening more so than the puppy love thing.
Yeah, 'cause they're like, I don't know if we had a level to be
And
introducing each other
exactly.
to
Last thing you
friends
want to do
and
is introduce a new guy
prematurely.
or girl
Boy,
to your friend group.
prematurely.
Oh, and then what if y'all break up and your friends love him?
Cause I've been through that. And I was so pissed. I'm like, y'all can't see him. No, talk about, well, we were supposed to go to the movies. You're not going to the movie. It wasn't gonna be one-on-one. It was gonna be a group. That ain't your friend no more. Like,
You just had to fly. He's like, look, because you
that ain't
clearly
your
not
friend no more.
understanding. You're not understanding. He is not your friend.
He's great.
I don't care how great he is.
He gotta go. I'm sorry. You better unFacebook that man too.
Not unfollow, not on Facebook. Oh my
They did not
gosh.
want to let him go. Like they didn't. When I was like, y'all ain't going to the movies with that man. It's over with.
That was I just wanted to see because I've been seeing that online as well. People having issues with, their friends, um, finding new boyfriends or new boos. and then it feels like they.
But my thing is, even if the physical hanging out isn't there, they still should be contacting you, though. I don't think they should go completely gone and you don't even hear from them.
And if they do and you got a problem with it, call them. I'm like, what
Say it
the
with your
hell is
chest.
going on?
Because my petty is just right. Hello.
Did you forget that you got friends?
Hello out there. I'm over here. You know, I'm
What they
petty
say
enough
on
to do that.
Titanic? Anybody out
Out there.
there? Hello?
Hello.
Anybody out there? Like, what?
Hey, stranger.
Now you shouldn't. Now, if it ended up being like 6 months to a
That ain't
year,
your
I'd
friend
be
no
like, okay,
more.
I don't even know you
That
no
ain't your
more.
friend no more.
I'm sorry. And
You
then you
should have
try to pop
salvaged
back
that
up in
months
my
ago.
life, girl. Who are you?
Stranger danger. Dang it.
That was funny. Anywho, I might take a deeper dive into that because I feel like there's something there. So we might bring that back up on
Show
the show.
might.
Anyway,
Show
Ashley,
might.
I got off topic there. Sorry,
Don't
guys.
we always?
But this is a hangout. And what friendship group, when y'all be talking, is the conversation so damn structured?
Never. Because you know we struggle with that bad.
I mean, I think that's mainly the ADHD, but you
I
right.
don't have.
Girl,
I'm
she's
undiagnosed.
undiagnosed. But let's go ahead and say
Well, the
this.
more
We would not be
research
surprised.
I do on that, I go,
The more you realize you probably got it.
even just the way I hold my pen, I said, what? But anywho,
Girl, this podcast alone should show you that you got it. I know I got it.
look, I done been to the doctor all this time and ain't nobody said nothing to me.
Have you been to a psychiatrist
No,
or a psychologist? One of them is the
no.
ones that actually
I ain't been to a
diagnose you.
Saya nothing.
And that's why you don't know. Girl, I'm done with you. Whatever. Back
Living
to
my life.
relationships. So, you know the 30, 60, 90-day rule, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
What do you think of those? Like, do you think making him wait or making her wait, because there are some men that do it too. You just don't hear about it often. Do you think that matters?
I do, but not so much as the whole purity thing. I think, if you're really just only getting to know them, you can focus more on just getting to know them. Because sometimes, you'll get blinded by good sex and
Man,
it'll make you look
man,
over some things that had you
it
not been
will.
involved in that you would not have overlooked.
But damn, is it
So
fun?
for that reason is why I say yes. Just for that, it's not even about the whole purity thing and not because none of us are
Well,
more
some
valuable
people
than
think that it
others.
builds respect.
It's not
Do you think it does?
mm, maybe it
I
depends on
don't.
it depends on the values of the person you're doing that with.
I don't think
Because
it.
some people value it and go, "Oh, she's respectful," and some people just go, "What are we doing this for?" It just depends
I don't
on
think it builds respect, but I think it could make people lose respect for you if you give it up too soon.
yeah, depends
Because
on who
my
they are.
thought is, if somebody is going to respect you, they're going to respect you regardless. You know what I mean? Especially a guy. If the guy is interested in you, he's going to have a certain level of respect for you
Until you do something to make
until
them
you do
question it.
something
Yeah.
that makes him question that. And I think for a lot of people, that would be when you give it up too soon. They were interested in you, and then on day one, you like, hey, I'm ready to go. And they like, okay, I just lost all
I didn't want
respect.
that from you, actually. That's not even
That ain't why I was doing this.
yeah,
I
but
just lost a bit of respect for you.
for me, just it helps you focus on actually getting to know them. That's why I like it. Because I use it. I do.
So which one did you do? Did you do 30, 60, or 90, or did it depend on the guy?
Depend, it was a minimum of like 60. I didn't even do the 30. It was like 60 or 90.
Okay.
It
Now,
depends. Actually, it's messed up, but it really depends on how much I value that man. If I didn't value that man, I was just doing whatever. But if I felt I valued that man, it's messed up because it depends on how much I value the man. Not
mhm,
even how much I value me. It depends on how much value I placed in that man if I did that or not.
for me, it's not, I don't, so I get the 30, 60, 90-day rule, whatever. I get it. But for me, it's like,
It doesn't have to be set
why,
days. It's
right? Like
just
it doesn't need to be a set
but
day.
I know why
It's
they have the
whenever I am at the
parameters.
point where I'm comfortable enough and think that we should
Some
go.
people need the parameters because they literally don't know how to just clamp it up. They don't know how to just clamp it up. They if they're around somebody and they like them, it's a free fall. They don't know how to the guidelines. Some people need the guidelines.
I don't
I
know.
don't need the guidelines. I was celibate for a long time, and I can be celibate
Same.
again. So
I don't
wouldn't
mind being celibate, but
it's actually a lot less to think about. It's
it
actually quite
100% is.
freeing, actually.
But at the
But
same time, if I'm with a dude, it's like it's whenever I feel like I'm ready to whether he's ready or not. If I'm not ready for it, it ain't happening. But if I am, hey, let's go.
it
That could
depends on the
be 30
person.
days from now. It could be 15 days from now. Hell, it might even be tomorrow. Who knows?
But I think some people, but I do, I do think it's good for investing your
I
time
do think it should be prolonged a bit,
to
yes,
get to actually
so
know
that you get
them.
to actually know them.
Like get to see them when they're upset.
But just like with the attractive versus not attractive, it depends on what I'm trying to do with you. If I'm trying to build something with you and I'm actually interested in who you are as a person,
Well, yeah.
then yeah, I'm going to prolong it a bit so that I have time to actually get to know you as a person. Just the same with whether you're average looking, ugly, or attractive. If I'm trying to build something with you, those things matter very, very, very little.
And that goes for everybody. And that's how everybody feels. I don't care what your gender is. That's how
Yes,
or what you're
or
looking
that's how it
for.
should be.
Because look, I mean, they might lure you in, but they don't keep you if there's
And
nothing
that's why
else
I said it
there.
could be harder for average looking men because good looking men, they'll pull you in just because they're
I
good
don't
looking.
know
But
because
average looking man, now let's just say you have an average looking man, you're not married, you single and ready to mingle. You got an average looking man, a good looking man standing right in front of you. You don't know shit about either one of them. Your natural instinct is to go towards the good
it
looking
ain't
guy.
though. I don't trust them. As crazy
Now,
as
now
it
I will
sounds,
say I get
I
that.
don't trust them.
Once you get a certain level of good looking, I'd be like, you
You
have to be an
suspicious.
asshole.
Like once you get above a 7.5, I start looking at
It's
you
once you start reaching
sideways.
that pretty
Not
boy.
even 7, like more like when you like become a 9, I'm like, nah, I don't trust your
It's once you start
ass.
reaching that pretty boy
Yeah,
look
9.
that I'm just like,
When
you
you a
gotta be
9
an
out of 10, I
asshole.
go, something about
Something
you
wrong with you.
suspicious. I turn into a
Where's your
cop.
girlfriend
Yeah, I
at?
turn into a cop and just start profiling people. I'm like, I don't like
Okay, so
you.
let's say you got a solid 5.
I don't do
See, now you not proving our point.
a 5 I don't know, no.
But that's what I'm saying.
Now if I
He might
don't
have an amazing personality, but it's harder for him to get the chance because we don't know that yet.
see, it
He has to
depends.
become a friend first,
But no,
and
he
we
ain't gotta
learn the
be a friend
personality.
first. It just you gotta come in with the charisma. I'm sorry, you can't come in
That's where
socially
it is.
awkward
Because you could
and
be
all
good
that other
looking. You
stuff.
could be good looking
Ew.
and have no charisma.
And I will hate you. Everyone would hate you. No
But
one
that's where the
cares.
being funny and stuff come in. Because usually, if you have charisma, you can be funny when you need to be. So I don't know. I just felt like because of that, sometimes for an average looking guy, it could be harder for him
I don't think it is. I don't most average looking men I know get plenty of attention, okay?
because they funny, they charismatic.
They are getting all the attention. They're not working that hard at it either.
I actually saw
So average
somebody
looking guys are
posted
winning,
said
like I've said, and I will continue to say it. They are
somebody
winning.
said that one of his friends who is not attractive is always pulling women. I
Exactly.
was like, so then what's this argument about that women only go for
I
looks?
said what I said. It's not their looks that are their problem.
They
They
need to
need
look
to look
inward.
inward and figure out what it is. Ask for some constructive feedback. Don't be opposed for somebody to be like, hey,
But if you're gonna ask for that constructive feedback,
be
make sure
prepared
you're
to
ready
receive
for the
it. Be ready
constructive
to receive
feedback.
it. Be ready and not defensive. Like if they say your breath stink, don't get mad. Say my breath don't stink. Go. Okay, maybe I need to set up an appointment
Go.
with a dentist.
Maybe it do.
Set up an appointment with a dentist. Figure something out.
If they say you got BO, go take a shower.
Not even that. Like you might have a medical condition if you
Maybe,
showering and
yeah.
wearing deodorant. Maybe go get that looked at.
Stop using that aluminum free.
It ain't for everybody. It's nice to say you, but not
Man,
everybody.
I tried. Was it
Yeah, because I
something
only
like
use the
that.
aluminum free, but I'm not somebody who has BO, and I never have
Well,
had
it wasn't that.
BO.
It was the fact that because my body is used to using the one with aluminum,
You stink when you get off of it.
they said, and it specifically said that you are going to have a period.
Well, you
Make
gonna
sure you
stink.
keep one of these bottles with you because you're going to have to
You gotta
refreshen
have the
it.
detox period where your
And
body get
that's what
rid
they
of
said. They
it
said there is a detox period in
of
this.
like 2 to 3 months. It ain't two to
And I
three
was
weeks. It's 2 to 3 months.
I was like, y'all want me to put this lotion under my arms and think it's gonna stay there?
I
And
mean,
they
I
was like,
had to
yeah,
go
during
through
your
it.
detox period, you're
I
gonna have
was
to.
musty for 2.5 months, and then
I
I
was
wasn't
like, this
musty
is
no more.
terrible to get through. Like, I don't want to be just walking past somebody. Because then what if I do walk past somebody I want to do something with, and they be like, God damn.
It's not even bad like that.
Still, you never
You
know.
just a little tart. Just a little tart.
In my head, you might not even smell me, but in my head, everybody can smell me.
See, I did go through, but I was young at that time.
See, I tried to do that last year.
Oh,
Cause
we passed the point of that. Don't do that past 30. But don't do it. Just
but
stick with your aluminum and mess your body up. Just stick with it.
that was when I learned about the I don't even remember lumen. I think
Lume.
it's called. Yeah, that was when I learned about it, and I was just like, ooh,
But now it's so many more options though. Like, it's so many.
I don't like that detox period. I don't like that. I was like,
I use
mm-mm.
the clay, the clay, the Aztec clay. I put that on my underarms to help detox it. Because it pulls stuff out of your face. I said, well, maybe it'll help my underarm.
Oh yeah, the face mask. I use a clay face
I still got
mask.
some if you want to use them. It was a big jar. Like, I'm not gonna go through all
And
of
you
this.
really don't need. You literally need
Just
like
need
a
a little
pea
drop.
size. Yeah.
So I was like,
I was like, I would love to get rid of the aluminum. I just don't like the detox period.
I had to with aluminum irritated my underarm. Like my underarms were hurting because
Oh, see, it doesn't
it didn't
irritate
like.
me.
So I had to. It
I
wasn't
just
even
wanted to go away from it just because of I know it's not good for my body.
yeah, it wasn't even about that. Just my underarms literally was hurting. It had to go.
But
Just
anywho,
well, side noted again.
it happens. We literally just said on here we got ADHD. It
I don't
happens.
know why you saying we.
I have ADHD. She's suspected of having ADHD. So, anywho. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully, we clear some things up when it came to the attractive versus not
Girl, I
attractive
don't think
men.
we did.
Although
I think they
I
still mad. I don't think we cleared up anything.
honestly, I think we might have made it worse.
And the shoe fits Cinderella. Anywho.
I think we might have made it worse, but it's okay. It's a debate that apparently maybe men just will never believe it, and that's okay. You guys choose not to
But it's
believe it, and
like
that's
there are
fine.
ugly women too that don't go around complaining. They get nice clothes, makeup, and hair and go on about their day and do just fine. Maybe you should take some notes from them. That's all I gotta say.
Man, I'm not even gonna get on the hair, makeup, and all that stuff because I got thoughts on that.
The sorcery.
I
Yes, I
don't wear
know.
makeup. I don't do it. The most you're gonna get from me is sometimes I put some eyeliner on and some lipstick occasionally, but that's about it. I do not like wearing
Cause
makeup.
I went through a phase. It was a natural beat though. But I love it. I stopped because I got to the point where I felt ugly without it, and that's okay. It's time for this
And
to
that's what
go.
I've
It's
always
time
told
for
people.
this to
Now, don't
go.
get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm the best looking thing on the planet, but I'm regardless, and we've had discussions
Yes,
before
we
too.
have.
To somebody, I am ugly. To me, I am not. And I've always told people, I will start wearing makeup when I get old and ugly. That's when
Why?
I'll
Why do
start
you
wearing
equate
makeup.
old with ugly?
I didn't. I think there are a lot of attractive old people. Have you not met some of the people I've dated? I like dating old people. I like dating older men. But
Oh, girl,
I'm talking like double digits older than me.
I can't do it.
I've done it before and I know I'll do it again.
I don't
But
want to do it.
But I know that that's when typically the wrinkles start to come in
But I
and
feel
all
like
this
makeup
the
makes
stuff that
that
you want.
worse.
That's why I don't wear
It
it now.
settles in the
That's why I don't
creases.
wear it now because makeup can cause creases and wrinkles and stuff like that. So I was like, so why are people wearing it then? And I said, you know what?
Cause I start feeling washed out and sad
When I
without
feel like
it.
I get to the point where I'm no longer that attractive, then I will wear makeup.
Crack me up. It's just fun. It's fun sometimes.
Eh, it's never been fun for me. You should have
Oh, it's
seen them damn
fun.
near have to pin me down on my prom day to put makeup on me. And I was just like, no.
Girl, I loved it. I had such a good time.
I was like, no, I don't need makeup.
Oh, such a good time. I used to watch all the tutorials.
I tried watching one
Luckily,
YouTube tutorial about putting on makeup, and I swear I looked like Homie the Clown.
was it was it somebody with your similar skin tone?
Girl, I don't know. They was talking about undertones and all this other shit, and I was like, I don't know what you talking about. Leave me
I'm
alone.
just saying if they would I literally only looked at makeup video for people that were my skin tone so I could know what makeup to use. It wasn't even about, the whole race thing. It's just what are you using? If we the same skin tone, I can use that too, and life could be easier for me. So it was
People like wearing makeup. That's fine. Wear it. It ain't for me.
it's
And I
fun.
actually saw something on YouTube talking about something. Oh, if you're not pretty, you shouldn't be on YouTube. Pretty is subjective.
First of all,
Somebody,
people use that word very loosely.
I'm like,
Very
what one
loosely.
person who a person that somebody thinks is pretty, another one might think is hideous.
But
Like
then
you,
they're not talking about people's faces, and that's my problem. They're talking about an overall aesthetic. They're not talking about faces. And when I say pretty, I'm talking about faces.
when I say pretty, I'm talking about faces too.
I'm not talking about you being slim and wearing cute clothes. That's not what that means. That means you slim and you wear cute clothes. I'm not
You could
that's
be big and wear
not
cute clothes too. I
but
mean,
that's
there
what
are a lot of
people, there's a lot of
bigger people
pretty.
on YouTube
Yeah.
that are actually pretty successful. Like we need to let go of that whole big, little, whatever, whatever. Be you. If you want to be a big
They're
person, be a
talking about
big
you. I'm
person.
like,
Like Antonio, he always say he want to be on my 600 pound life, and I'm like, okay,
I mean,
I
they always
wouldn't.
be married,
I,
so ain't none of them single.
I don't understand. See, that's a clear thing for our argument on looks and stuff. Clearly, they finding people.
I wanna have this conversation with Antonio about this.
He has said we can have him when
Isn't
he's in
he
here
thin?
on. No, he's not thin, but he ain't
Mm,
big.
I don't know why I envisioned him thin.
No,
That's what I envisioned about him.
but he has said that he wants to make his back bigger.
Why? I want to have a
You gonna have to
conversation
talk to
about
him
this. I'm
about
gonna
that when he on
ask.
here as a guest.
I'm gonna ask. Like what? I gotta make a mental note to ask him that. So what is this?
Antonio is unhinged. If people think we unhinged, wait till you meet him.
He sounds great. I can't wait.
His motto is let's get
And I
negative.
love that. It oh
Anywho,
chef's kiss. I love it.
anywho, thanks everyone for vibing with us. Thanks for hanging out and joining our whatever this TED talk was that we did today.
Get help. That's what that was. Get help. Seek help.
Hey, we have been told that in the comments that we need to get help.
Girl, they be so mad. I'm like, what you mad for? Eat a
Life too
Twinkie.
short to be that mad over somebody you don't know. It's just too short. But anyway, thanks for vibing with us. If you like what you're hearing, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Definitely make sure you respond to us on some stuff. We always want to hear from you guys,
Sure
whether you like
do.
it, whether you don't. We will make sure we respond to everything, even if that's just a thumbs up and a heart. We will respond to you. So definitely stay engaged. If you're on
Yes.
the audio platforms, make sure you rate us and leave a review if you so please. And then check out some of our other stuff that we have because this is episode, I believe, like 13 or 14 now. So we
Yeah.
are making
Moving
some
along.
traction. Oh, and we've officially hit 100
100 subscribers.
subscribers. So I think as of today, we are at 104 subscribers. So thank you, thank you,
Yay!
thank you
Thank
to everybody that
you.
subscribed. Thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. I ain't thanking the people that dislike.
Y'all some haters. Just click out of it.
Right. I would never thank you. But thank you for all of the positive engagement, even if you didn't really like some of the comments that we made, but you still chose to leave a comment on our stuff that was constructive. We appreciate you. Definitely keep that stuff coming.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.